We'll just use my mic or...
Good afternoon and welcome back to the Frank Southern Ice Arena for Game 2 of this home-and-home series between the Cream and Crimson of Indiana University and the Dayton Flyers. I'm Sam Weixler, alongside me the voice of Indiana hockey himself, Casey Roehl. Indiana won last night 7-3 as a scoring plethora came together in the first period.
You can see that, and 4 different goal scorers in a span of 20 minutes is another story as well. Indiana, after being blanked last week on the road against Miami, they needed to win on the road against Dayton. They got exactly that, especially with lots of TSCHL turnover yesterday. Indiana leapfrogged a couple teams in the standings. They have a chance to possibly end this weekend tied for 3rd place if all goes well, and if all goes away, Andrew Newman side 1-2.
A very impressive performance and an offensive-minded attack from the get-go, Casey. You can consider it a 5-forward starting lineup that Indiana worked with last night. They had 2 defensemen, Colin Fitzgerald and Barrett McDaniel, who from time to time are listed on the roster as forwards, and Colin Fitzgerald, the leading scorer for Indiana. So essentially 5 different guys who can put the puck in the back of the net for Indiana at all times.
We didn't know what the Adam Offenbach, Vladislav Kruger, and Jack Kissel line would look like, and it debuted last weekend in Oxford. It had mixed results. Yesterday against a very slow Dayton defense, it worked the perimeters and they worked the middle of the slot, which allowed more scoring chances to open up. And Indiana's defenseman, you talk about scoring-minded defensemen, let's talk about Will Batt. He got a goal yesterday, a couple assists as well. Cade Kenyon, a multi-goal game. When Indiana opens up the scoring chances that they've had, we talked with Andrew Newman earlier today, when multiple players can score at multiple times in a game, this offense has no limit.
They really do, and the boys were fired up when Patton got his goal, just like when Curtis Hubbard got his first goal of the season last weekend. It's been a weekend of first in the past 14 days and 3 games with Casey.
Here's a little bit of a stat for you. Indiana, since joining the Division II classification, they haven't had 3 consecutive games of players scoring their first goals of the season. It was Hubbard last time out, scoring his first career Indiana goal. Patton yesterday scoring his first Indiana goal of the season. There are only a couple players on this Indiana starting lineup and on the Indiana roster that haven't scored yet this year, so will Indiana make history today? We'll have to see in these next 60 minutes.
This will be a fun game to watch. Casey, before we get going, just to preface this, Indiana moved up into 4th place. They control 4th place all by themselves in the TSCHL standings with that win last night, picking up a very important 3 points on the road.
16 points for Indiana in the league standings. Xavier fell last night to now the reigning regular season champion in Miami. So Indiana's got their own destiny in their hands. They've only played 8 games in conference play. That's the fewest out of any team in the TSCHL. So a sweep against Dayton would put Indiana at 19 points, only 2 back of Bowling Green for the 3rd spot, with Ohio State sitting at number 2. So if everything goes to show for Indiana this weekend, it could possibly be a rematch of Indiana and Ohio if the season were to end today. If Indiana were to come away with a win, the worst Indiana could do after next week would be to finish as the number 6 seed, with Dayton having already finished as the last seed in the TSCHL tournament. So there are a couple of weeks remaining, and this is go time for Indiana. Back-to-back TSCHL series before ending the regular season against Illinois State on February 7th and 8th.
It'll be a crazy end to the season in conference play, and then after that, if Indiana can hold on to their ranking at 13th right now, they can get a little bit of help and move up into the rankings to 12th or higher. They'll be in the ACHA regional tournament, which they missed out on last year by 1 spot.
This is exactly where Indiana found itself last season. They had swept Michigan State in the second-to-last weekend of the season up in East Lansing. They finished 13 behind Michigan. Indiana got revenge by picking up its first win against Michigan earlier in December. So Indiana, if they can take care of business, because the rankings are highly valued off of what teams do in their specific leagues and conferences, if they can run the table and win these last 3 regular season games, the world's the limit for Indiana, who can possibly go as high as 6 if they were to go their way, with having a couple Power 5 and Power 10 wins under their belt as well.
Casey, this could shape up to be even more crazy than the basketball in the Big Ten this year.
It's Game 2 of the Archie Miller Bowl. Indiana's already up 1-0 in the best of the 2-game series. Dayton looks to try to tie. Indiana's 5-2-1 all-time against the Flyers, who, by the way, their last win against Indiana came in this very ring 3 years ago.
The Zebras are out on the ice, Casey. So let's take a quick look at the starting lineups for both sides. For the Cream and Crimson of Indiana, trying to get a second win in as many days. At defense are Aiden Goodfellow now and Will Patton. That was a change from the lineup last night, and it looks like Newman is going to try and switch things up a little bit.
Well, it's another pairing of lefty D-men. Barron McDaniel and Colin Fitzgerald got the go yesterday, so it's a more defensive-minded back line for Indiana to start Game 2.
The wingers from left to right are Vladislav Kruger yesterday, and today Cade Kenyon. At center is number 8, Jack Jordan, and at right is number 24, Jack Kissel. It'll be interesting to see how this new group can move together, because last night they were passing the puck stick to tape, and it was very impressive to see.
That'll happen when Indiana has 6 different goal scorers on the scorecard. A lot of passing, lots of maneuvering. They look for the sweep against Dayton, which would be their first sweep in the new year and of the spring semester. Indiana enters with a record of 10-9-1-1. Let's take a look now at our starting lineup for the Dayton Flyers. A record of 2-18. They're 0-10 in the TSCHL, the only team in the league to have not win a league conference game. Moises Palacios gets the start at left defense, the sophomore from upstate Chicago. His first start of the new year. He's flanked by Alex Studnicka, only one of 3 Flyers to start every game this season. He's a senior captain. Matthew Ville, the all-time leader in penalty minutes for Dayton. He starts at left wing, with the centerman being Eric Chittister. He had 2 of the 3 Dayton goals last night. He's got 17 goals on the season, with 9 coming in his last 5 games. He's top 5 in the TSCHL in goals scored, and Bobby Bradley picking up his first TSCHL goal this season. He starts at right wing. He got the scoring started for Dayton yesterday, and they're all in front of Jamie Schmidt making his 4th appearance this season. Is Dayton waving the white flag? That was the question we were asking ourselves, but as we take a look at the numbers, Schmidt's been the only goalie for Dayton to win a TSCHL game in the last 2 years.
Well, Zach Schmidt is clearly going to be against his back and up to the test tonight, this afternoon, Casey, and it looks like we've got sweaters on the ice, and as you can hear, the crowd is getting raucous here at the Frank Southern Ice Arena for Game 2. So we'll take a break and get ready for puck drop in just about 10 minutes. Alongside me, Casey Roehl, I've been Sam Weixler. The man working Twitter today is Jake Toppin, our cameraman. We want to thank you for tuning in to the Indiana Hockey pregame show on the Club Ice Hockey at Indiana University Twitter page.
Ringside from Frank's Southern Ice Arena in Bloomington, Indiana, Game 2 of a home-and-home between the Club Ice Hockey at Indiana University program and the Dayton University Flyers. Glad you can join us. Casey Roehl with you alongside Sam Weixler. Less than 12 hours after the end of a 7-3 win for Indiana and Dayton yesterday, we're back in action for Game 2 with the Cream and Crimson looking for their first sweep of the new year. Let's take a look at our starting lines and deep pairings. For Indiana, a record of 10-9-1-1. Their white sweaters with crimson lettering and trim. The captain, Jack Jordan, centers the top line. Cade Kenyon to his left, Jack Kissel to his right. Will Patton and Aiden Goodfellow, the starting defensive pairing. Off the face-off at center, Matt Vild against Jordan taking a drop. And it's Vild for Dayton controlling. The Flyers skate from right to left as you listen. Indiana from left to right. The Flyers with a record of 2-18. They look for their first TSCHL win of the season. On the forecheck for Indiana, Kenyon, right half dasher, backhands the puck to Jordan, working his way top of the right circle. Twist the puck to Kissel, the freshman, one of 6 goal scorers for Indiana last night. Drifts the puck to Jordan, back behind the net, backhander deflected. It's flipped out of the zone by Bobby Bradley for Dayton, one of 2 goal scorers for the Flyers. It rolls down the length of the ice for an icing. 35 seconds into period 1, no score between Indiana and Dayton.
Casey, this is going to be an interesting game to watch because the physicality last night was off the charts. There were guys with double minors, there were guys throwing punches, and the goaltenders were even getting bodies into them too.
Face off to Zach Schmidt's right, making his 4th appearance of the season. Dayton controls. Bill down the near side. Ushers the puck toward the near circle. Forecheck for Indiana. Kenyon's got it. Top of the slot. Whips it to Goodfellow right circle. Banks the puck behind Schmidt. Kenyon for Indiana. Plays it left end dasher. Top of the circle at the dot. Wheels his way into the slot. Filters Kissel. No. Backhander on. Deflected off of Schmidt's blocker. Rolls out to the left point. And Dayton clears the zone to center.
Yesterday, Casey, Indiana made quick work of the Flyers. Hopefully they can get out to a fast start again.
1 minute into period 1. No score. Indiana and Dayton from Bloomington. Kenyon, bottom of the right circle. Has it behind the net. Looking. Centers underneath of Cristiano's skate. Hold in by Tadaro for Indiana. Slaps it to Kenyon. Center point. He banks it toward the right goal line with Indiana making a line change. A minute and a half into period 1. Dayton skates from right to left. Phil, left circle, wrister sticked aside by Joseph Stebbins, the senior out of Carmel, making his 8th start of the season for Indiana. A record of 3-4 with 1 non-start. No score, Indiana and Dayton from Bloomington. The Cream and Crimson from left to right. Cristiano, left circle, edged off the puck. Moises Palacio, circle-to-circle pass, whips it to center, intercepted by Kruger for Indiana. Top of the left circle, wrister sticked aside by Schmidt, rolls in the slot. And Dayton controlling. Matthew Vild banks it out to center, and the Flyers ahead. Mike Langbine in the attacking zone, left circle, back check from behind by Adam Offenbach, and it's Indiana in the defending zone, controlling far side. Vladislav Krush, the junior from Riga, Latvia. Pirouettes at center, backhands to Offenbach, right circle, chip and chase toward the goal line, holds in the backhand, between the legs, centering pass, nobody home, left point. It rolls out of the zone and out to center ice.
Miscommunication offensively for Indiana. They weren't sure who was going to go get the puck for them, and it resulted in their momentum being lost and having to go chase it out of their own end.
2.5 minutes into period 1. No score, Indiana Dayton. The puck in the Indiana D zone with Indiana skating from left to right. Chappelle gains the line. Left circle, wrister wide, blocker side. It skitters toward the glove side of Schmidt off a deflection, and it's Dayton clearing from right to left. The Flyers, last time they were in this building, October 2017. A lot of that as well happened in 2017. A big hit down the near side. And it's Indiana from left to right. Chappelle, left circle, top of the dots, between the slot. Wrister shot. He scored! Jack Weixler, bulldog, left side of Schmidt. 1-0 Indiana. 17 minutes to go in the first.
What an incredible start for Indiana. Again, Casey, this is what they needed. The boys are pumped, the crowd is into it, and this is going to be an exciting afternoon for hockey here at the Frank.
It's Null's 3rd goal of the season, a drop feed from the left circle, and he snapped one underneath of Schmidt's glove. Null, who had a couple assists in yesterday's win for Indiana, gets his first TSCHL goal of the season. Face-off at center, Indiana controls. Josh Sharp, right circle at the dot. Poke check free by Alex Studnicka, the senior captain for Dayton. Ships it out to center. Slapped in by Patton for Indiana. He scored his first goal of the season yesterday. 1-0 lead for Indiana, 3.5 into period 1. Indiana in the attacking zone, high slot. Hubbard has the puck batted off his stick blade, bounces on the ice. Patton settles down for Indiana, half dasher left wing. Flips to Curtis Hubbard, one of two freshmen on the ice for the Cream and Crimson. Trevor Barola, the junior for Dayton out of Chicago, whips it right side. Moises Palacios on the back check keeps it out to center, and it's Indiana forced to recontrol. Patton slots one behind Schmidt with Dayton making a line change. 4 minutes into period one, Indiana leads 1-0 over Dayton. The Flyers have allowed the first goal of the game 17 times this season. The row of 16 when allowing that. Kenyon on the back check for Indiana off of Vilds entering the attacking zone. Kenyon, the sophomore, top of the circle at the dot. Wrister wide blocker side. It rolls left point. Jack Kissel bats it up into the Dayton bench, and that stops action. 15:50 left to go in period one. Indiana strikes first. They lead 1-0.
Casey, when we last saw these two sides, it was pandemonium in the last 10 minutes of the game. Guys were pushing and shoving, and bodies were getting thrown around, and a particularly vicious hit was taken by Carter Bonecutter. He was hit in the head that went straight into the boards.
Indiana finished yesterday in a 5-on-3 power play over the last 3 minutes and change. Face off a neutral ice down the far boards. Indiana controls. They've got the puck in the attacking zone to Schmidt's right. Kissel, half-dasher right wing, works his way into the slot. Rock's ice pass intercepted by Schmidt. He bangs it across to Eric Kidster. He's edged off the puck in the attacking zone by Todaro. Just under 5 minutes into period one, Indiana leads 1-0. A goal by Jack Null has given the Indiana Cream and Crimson a lead. Kenyon in the attacking zone, left side, drop feed to Jordan, top of the slot, hands off to Hubbard, left circle, Wrister, bounces wide blocker side of Schmidt. It rolls toward the right goal line. Kissel kicks the puck to Kenyon, bottom of the right circle, Wrister on by Jordan, whips wide blocker side. It rolls into the trapezoid. Jordan, the senior captain for Indiana, maintains the puck in the attacking zone. He kicks it along to Kenyon, swerving toward the half-wall right wing. Drop feed to Kissel, batted by Studnicka. It rolls out to center with Indiana controlling James Georgiou. 14.5 to go in period one. Indiana leads 1-0. Eric Chidster for Dayton. He had 2 goals in yesterday's loss for the Flyers. He's got it right side. Stick from behind by Kenyon. Kept in by the zone by Flyers. It's Studnicka, high slot. Edged off the puck by Kenyon. He moves ahead from left to right for Indiana. Wafts the puck on goal, and Schmidt makes a blocker save and sticks it over to the far side. Line change made by Indiana. 6 minutes into period one. The Cream and Crimson lead 1-0. Aaron McDaniel on for his first shift today for Indiana. He started at the fence yesterday. Lost the puck right circle. Dayton on a forecheck. Trevor Barola left goal line. He's got it. And Dasher left wing. Rims the puck down the far boards. Eric Chidster bangs it to Kyle Kruger. He's stick from behind by Krusch for Indiana, and it's Adam Offenbach controlling for the Cream and Crimson. 13.5 to go in period one. Indiana leads 1-0. Indiana out to center. Krusch, the lefty stick handler, gains the line. Left circle at the dot. He fakes, he holds, fans on a centering pass. Puck rolls to the left goal line where Dayton's Mike Langbein edges him out for the puck. The Flyers averaging just over 2.9 goals a game. That number in TSCHL play at 4.5. The Flyers out to center. Joey Duford backhands into the slot, intercepted by Indiana's Colin Fitzgerald. The lefty stick handler from left to right with Indiana leading 1-0. 7 minutes into the first. Fitzgerald twists in front, deflected in the slot. It rolls out to center. It splits both Champel and Goodfellow, and it's the Indiana freshman skater in Champel forced to touch up in the D zone.
Coach Andrew Newman for Indiana is already red in the face, yelling from the bench. Looks like he's frustrated about the passing for Indiana and how they were unable to set up an attack solidly on the last possession.
12:50 left in period one. Dayton skates from right to left. They trail by 1-0 our score. Indiana to center. No, the lone goal scored today. Gains the line left side. Filters to Shabazz. Lost the puck off his stick blade, and it's Dayton from right to left. Shot by slot Martini. Wide glove side of Stebbins. Rolls toward the right point. Indiana controls Shabazz, the freshman from upstate Indianapolis. Saucer pass to Null. Back to Shabazz, and he enters the zone offside. Null had about 10 feet of real estate in the attacking zone when Shabazz regained control of the puck down the middle of the ice, and a faceoff comes out to neutral with Indiana leading 1-0, 12:23 left in period one.
Casey, this afternoon the pace of play is a little bit slower than what we saw last night, and obviously a contributor to that is the long bus ride for both sides.
That'll happen when 12 hours ago Indiana was on a bus heading back to Bloomington. Face off far side, Dayton controls in the attacking zone. Chidster rings the puck to Bradley, right half dasher, chips the puck to Vild. 2-on-1 break for Dayton as they hurry. Vild right dot, centering pass underneath of Chidster's stick. A saucer pass looking for Chidster, and it's Indiana from left to right on a rush. Chappelle, right circle, below the goal line. He's got it on the backhand, centering feed back to a post, underneath of Patton's stick. Free puck in the slot, and Dayton controls. Kyle Kruger whips it far side, and the Flyers clear the zone. 8 minutes into period one, Indiana leads 1-0. Bradley centers, Chidster shot in the slot, stick aside by Stebbins in the butterfly, puck rolls to the left circle. Studnicka rings the puck down the far circle. Vild, half-dasher right wing, pins the puck to the wall. Vild gets the centering return pass, his spinning wrister no. Studnicka shot in left circle, deflected off of Bonecutter's stick. And it's Dayton still maintaining the attacking zone, left goal line. Vild spins past Bonecutter and past Goodfellow. He's got it, half-dasher left wing, at the point. Pirouettes past Bonecutter, circles toward the bottom of the left circle, holds in the backhand, centering feed, deflected by Stebbins. Puck rolls behind the net, and it's Indiana's Goodfellow flipping it out to the blue line, kept in by Dayton, shot on by Chidster, deflected wide blocker side of Stebbins, and Indiana clears the zone from left to right. Both teams make a line change. 1-0 Indiana leads Dayton. 10:55 left in period one.
Pace of play just picked up, Casey. I can expect some big hits now.
Indiana on a forecheck. They've got it high slot. Georgiou lost the puck, delayed offside. Indiana forced to retreat. Indiana this season has outscored opponents 79-29 at Frank Southern Ice Arena. In Andrew Newman's era in Bloomington, Indiana is 12-2 when scoring first at the Frank. 10:25 to go in period one. Indiana leads 1-0. Curtis Hubbard, the freshman, pitchforks the puck out to center. Josh Sharp one-hands to Bonecutter in the attacking zone, takes a tumble, maintains the zone momentarily, and it's Dayton from right to left. 2-on-1 break. Barola dips past the man, goes on net, holds in the backhand, lost the puck, throws ended shot, left goal line, and he scores! Trevor Barola dipped and dangled past two defenders, lost the puck on the backhand as he was rolling toward the right circle, and he fired a close-ended shot from the goal line to deposit his second goal of the season to tie the game up at 1. 10 minutes to go in the first.
Casey, you will seldom see a shot like that squeaks through past Stebbins. He's usually pretty sure-handed on the strong side of the front post, and that time it snuck around his shoulder and got in.
Barola, the furthest West Coast resident on this Dayton side out of Lomita, California. Indiana in the attacking zone. Fitzgerald high slot. Wrister wide glove side of Schmidt. Indiana still controls. Left circle. Kenyon shot no. Fitzgerald a rebound deflected. Rolls out to the blue line. Kissel slap shot straight away. Blocker saved by Schmidt. Rolls out left point. McDaniel keeps the zone for Indiana. Kenyon. Left goal line, backhands the puck to Jordan, and Dasher left wing, top of the circle, centering pass, holds on the backhand, Fitzgerald falls to the ice, he flings a wrister, and a standing glove save made by Schmidt to stop play.
A crazy off-balance shot attempted by Fitzgerald. He was shooting it as he went to the ice on his backside. Impressive coordination from the junior.
Schmidt, nothing too hard for the 6'2" netminder out of upstate Ohio. 9.5 to go in period one. We're tied up at 1 from Frank Southern Ice Arena. Face off to Schmidt's left. Indiana controls. Kissel, top of the circle. Works it to the blue line. Fitzgerald dips past the man. Top of the circle. Holds on the backhand. Dangles past one. Backhand feed for Kissel. Deflected off of a back check by Kruger. He may have saved the goal. 9:20 left in period one. We're tied at 1. Indiana maintains the attacking zone on the forecheck. Fitzgerald, right half dasher at the hash marks. Sticking with a couple of Flyers. He's got it. Centering feed underneath of Kissel's skate, and it's cleared by Bradley out of the zone from right to left. Stebbins forced to stick it aside after the carom from the right boards went on goal. Chidster centers for Bradley off his stick blade, and the puck rolls out to center. 9 minutes into period one. Dayton and Indiana tied at 1. A combined 9 different goal scorers in yesterday's game. We've got 2 different goal scorers today. Null for Indiana and Barola for Dayton. A Cream and Crimson from left to right out of their defending zone. Offenbach gains the line. Right circle. Holds in the backhand. Dangles past one. We're going to get a penalty. 6 on 5 for Indiana. They maintain the puck left goal line. Cruz, he pins it to the wall. Stapled by a couple Flyers. Who's got it? Dayton finally touches up with Vild. But for the first time today, Indiana's on a power play. 8:23 to go in period 1. And Indiana's top-ranked unit in the TSCHL back to work. There were a couple Flyers battling and jousting for control of the puck, and an easy call down to near side, a tripping call. We await the official ruling as to who will sit in the box.
Casey, yesterday Indiana 2 for 7 on the power play, and that is par for the course for the season.
Penalty on Alex Studnicka, the senior captain for Dayton. He sits for 2, and Indiana on the power play for the 5th time this weekend. They went 2 for 4 yesterday.
Studnicka not a...
Face-off to Schmidt's right. It clears the zone out to center. Dayton controlling. Ricky Phillips lobs it out to the right goal line. Indiana forced to recontrol in the defending zone.
Casey, Studnicka's not unfamiliar with the penalty box. He's second on the Flyers in time spent in the box.
Indiana's power play just over 25%, the best mark in the TSCHL. Offenbach lost the puck, shorthanded. Jake Clark, left circle at the dot. Wrist gloved down by Stebbins. He stops the puck to stop action.
Stebbins was very poised inside the crease. He just waited for the shot to come to him. Cut off the angle a little bit by scooting a few inches toward the shooter and waited to make his play until the last chance.
7:55 left in period 1. A minute 32 on the Studnicka tripping minor. Short-handed face-off for Dayton to Stebbins' right. Matthew Vild against Jack Jordan, and it's Vild for Dayton controlling. He redirects the puck out to center to kill some time. Rink-wide pass down the far boards, and it's Indiana touching up Fitzgerald. The team leader in power play goals with 4. Quarterbacks the offense. Watts the puck to Jordan. Ushers the puck in the attacking zone. Right circle, chip and chase at the goal line. Holds in the backhand. Pins the puck to the wall. Stapled off the puck by by Vild, and it's backhanded out of the zone from right to left. Indiana forced to touch up. 7:25 left in period 1. 60 seconds to go on the Indiana power play. We're tied up 1 apiece. Fitzgerald, the team leader in points for Indiana, saunters past the red line, gains the zone, right circle, walks to the goal line, holds on goal, he shoots, deflected, the puck bounces up into the slot and into the mesh. A high skying puck which took a couple caroms, and that stops play with 7:08 to go in the first period. We're tied at 1.
For those of you that were not able to either travel to Dayton or listen to our broadcast last night, the lights went out at the arena last night and play was halted. And it was partially due to the puck bouncing up very high into the sky several times. And we saw the HVAC system get hit with a puck last night, and we just saw the Frank Southern Ice Arena HVAC system take one right in the teeth.
Luckily, it didn't hit any of the light overtures over in the near side. Face off to Schmidt's right. Indiana controls. Offenbach turns the puck over. Dayton from right to left. Vild in the attacking zone. Canceled out by Champel. Dayton controlled to the forecheck. Sinister centers to Vild. Top of the circles at the left side. Sticked off the puck and shouldered by Champel, with Indiana controlling from left to right. 6:45 in the period 1. We're tied 1 apiece. Indiana on the power play for 18 seconds. Champel at center. Waits for reinforcements. Saunters out to center with Goodfellow chipping and chasing right goal line.
Indiana wasn't able to get a good push of momentum to get the offense going. It looked like the Maginot line in World War I, everyone just standing right at the blue line waiting for something to happen.
Dayton clears the penalty. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey, tied 1 apiece, 6:15 to go in period 1. Centering pass, Kissel failed on a wrister, flubbed on a possible backdoor one-timer. He's got it right goal line, twist to Cruz, pickpocketed by Dayton. Trevor Barola, stick checked away, Cruz bottom of the left circle, goes to a backhand. Back check from behind by Musel. Indiana on the forecheck, they've got it left side. Cruz, half wall left wing. Unable to maintain the zone, it rolls out to center. 6 minutes left in period 1. We're tied 1 apiece. Line changes made by both sides with Dayton controlling in the defending zone. Eric Chidster, he's got 9 goals in his last 15 games. Works it to Barola, hands off to Brandon Hines, slap pass to Musel, left circle, edged off the puck by Todaro. Puck rolls to the right goal line. Indiana with Curtis Hubbard, saucers out to center. Scharf enters the attacking zone. Right circle. Lobs the puck to Bonecutter. Back behind the net. Holds in the backhand. Kicks it toward Hubbard. He boots it down off the high glass. Dayton controls Chidster. Wheels toward the blue line, and we're going to get a penalty. Tripping is the call, and it's on Indiana. 5:15 to go in the first. Dayton on the power play for the first time this afternoon.
That's got to be aggravating for Coach Newman of Indiana. Keeping the game clean all the way through, and then right after you fail to convert on a power play, you take a penalty of your own and now are down a man for 2 minutes.
Penalty goes to Carter Bonecutter out of Leo, Indiana. That's just outside Fort Wayne. Faceoff comes to Stebbins' right. Indiana controls the draw. Jordan rings the puck from left to right out of the zone. Power play unit on the ice for Dayton. Alex Studnicka, Matthew Vild, Eric Chidster, Will Musel, and Bobby Bradley. The puck was off the high glass and out of the play, so a faceoff comes into the Indiana neutral zone down the far boards.
Indiana looked pretty sharp yesterday on the penalty kill. They did not allow a goal after being called for a penalty.
Faceoff far circle. Chidster takes the draw against Jordan, the senior captain for Indiana. Off the faceoff, Dayton controls. They hold it from right to left. And just to touch up one last bit on the Maginot line, we don't have any French players on the roster for either team. Indiana shorthanded. Jordan left circle, wheels it back into the defending zone to kill some time.
No French, but plenty of German names, Casey.
I think you and I can speak well to that. Weixler and Roehl are pretty German last names. 4:40 left in period one. We're tied 1 apiece. Jordan for Indiana, short-handed, right circle, bottom of the goal line, close-ended shot short side, stick the side, and chested down by Schmid. Dayton controls Alex Studnicka. 70 seconds to go on the Flyer power play. 4:25 left in period one. We're tied 1 apiece. Dayton was 0 of 3 on the power play yesterday. Matthew Vild, a team leader in power play goals with 4. Holds to the backhand right circle. Walks the far boards. Top of the slot. Snapshot wide blocker side of Stebbins. Rolls near circle. Studnicka pitchworks the puck behind the net. Bradley's got it. Left goal line. Backhand feed. Picked away by Fitzgerald. Dayton still controls. Studnicka, left point. Search the blue line. Wrister blocked by Fitzgerald. Batted out of the zone by Kenyon with Indiana making a line change. 3:50 left in period one. We're tied 1 apiece. Fitzgerald, short-handed for Indiana. In the attacking zone. Right goal line. Centering pass. Back to the post. One-timer. Flubbed on by Offenbach. He had a wide open net to shoot at, but the puck rolled underneath his stick, and we still remain tied at 1. 3.5 to go in period one.
Offenbach took a shot right to the mouth. He looks to be shaken up.
Dayton filled. High slot. Wrister blocked. It kicked off a couple bodies in the slot. The Flyers maintain the zone. Barola, left point. The lone goal scorer for the Flyers. Rims the puck to Declan O'Leary, left circle. Back to Barola, left side. Rink-wide pass, right circle. A shot by Duford, deflected off of Stebbins' blocker. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Both teams 0 for 1 on the power play. Fitzgerald backhands out to center. Shabazz dips past a couple men. Possible breakaway. Goes on the backhand. He shoots. Chest save made. Rebound. Offenbach shot from the bottom of the left circle. Pad save made by Schmid. Indiana still in the attacking zone. Offenbach behind the back stretch pass. Looking for Shabazz. Deflected. And it's Indiana maintaining the attacking zone. In the slot. Shabazz edged off from behind by Barola. He spins and backhands out to center. 2:40 left in period one. Indiana Dayton leveled at 1. Jack Null, the goal scorer for Indiana. Trevor Barola for Dayton. Each scoring their first career TSCHL goals in this opening frame. Indiana in the defending zone. Dayton on the forecheck. Musel, bottom of the right goal line. Centers, nobody home. Null for Indiana. Blows a tire at the neutral zone, and it's Barola for Dayton touching up. The lefty defenseman, rink-wide pass, connects with Chidster. Guides the puck behind Stebbins. Indiana first to it. Todaro backhands to Shabazz. Dishes it out to center. Dayton whips it back into the attacking zone. Todaro for Indiana. Out to center. Gains the zone. Right circle at the hash mark. Angling toward the goal line. Has it back behind the net. Fans in a centering pass. Has it left side. Centers in front. Deflected. Chappelle, a shot left circle. Wide glove side of Schmid. It rolls right circle. No. Over the cupboard. Centering for Shabazz. Deflected. It rolls back to Null. Right circle. Top of the slot. Lost the zone, and it's Dayton controlling in their own third.
More miscommunication from Indiana right in front of the blue line.
1:30 left in period one. Indiana and Dayton knotted up 1 apiece. The Flyers from right to left. Barola. Rings the puck off the high wall, looking for Bradley. Indiana intercepts Barrett McDaniel. Pitchforks to center, swatted by Clark behind Stebbins. Indiana with Georgiou. He's got it in the trapezoid. Forecheck. Bradley has it for Dayton. Works it right circle. At the point, Vild chips the puck to Bradley. Right half catcher at the hash mark. Works it back to Vild. He twists the puck toward the goal line, and it's Indiana canceling out Shabazz. 60 seconds left in period one. Indiana and Dayton tied one apiece. A lot different from Indiana's 4 first-period goals in yesterday's win. Shabazz unable to clear the zone. A shot by Chidster, right goal line. Glove by Stebbins to stop play.
More physical action in front of the nets on either side of the ice. Shabazz and McDaniel defending their netminder Stebbins as he was getting a few touches of the top of the stick from opponents, and the Flyers were giving him all he could handle. Stebbins, a good catch in traffic to keep the game tied.
51 seconds left in period one. Dayton controls the face-off to Stebbins' right. Barola shot top of the right circle, deflected. Vild tried to tap back. He thought the puck had crossed the goal line. It did not. Puck in the slot. Indiana's got it. Fitzgerald out to center. Hands off to Kissel. Gains his own right side. Top of the slot. His wrister stick save and chested aside by Schmid. It rolls out to the right circle. Chidster for Dayton in the attacking zone. Puts on the brakes. Top of the right circle. Dangles past the man. Backhands toward the goal line. It's Barola for Dayton controlling. 20 seconds left in period one. We're knotted up one apiece. Fitzgerald for Indiana. Clears the zone. Kissel slap past the center. Off of Kenyon's stick. Dayton controls far side. Jack Miller rings the puck behind Stebbins. 5 seconds to go in the first. Fitzgerald for Indiana. Down the far boards. Rings it to the blue line, and that'll do it for period one. Indiana got the scoring going early with Jack Null pocketing his third goal of the season, and Trevor Barola his second goal of the campaign to level it up at one. A little bit of chippiness after the whistle was blown, but Sam Weixler after 20 minutes, this looks like a completely different Dayton team that we saw yesterday.
It does. They may have had a little bit of time to sleep in and rest up, and it looked like at the very end of the period, the referees were possibly calling a tripping minor on Dayton. They're having a conference now, a herd of zebras at center ice, but we'll have to wait and see during the intermission if they end up making that call.
In that first period, Indiana finished 0 for 1 on the power play, similar with Dayton either side. Unable to strike on their first power play chance. The Flyers are 0 for 4 on the man advantage throughout this weekend series through 4 periods. Indiana's at 2-5. This season, when tied after the first period at home, Indiana's 1-0. This season, when tied after period one, Dayton is 2-0. They've won each of their games when they're not trailing after the end of period one. We'll be back to recap the first 20 minutes and to preview the second period of action between Indiana and Dayton on the Club Ice Hockey at Indiana University first period intermission report coming your way next on the Indiana Hockey Radio Network.
Good afternoon and welcome back to the Frank Southern Ice Arena. After one full period of play, it's Indiana 1 and the Dayton Flyers 1. This is your first intermission report. I'm Sam Weixler alongside Casey Roehl. Lighting has been an issue last night and now this afternoon as well. The light fixtures we were using for our video shoot weren't quite working, so we're improvising as the day goes on, Casey. But as far as the play on the ice goes, it's been a doozy. More physical play and a lot of crazy bounces, the puck taking again.
Got to do it for the gram, except we're doing it on Twitter this time. But for Indiana, it's a bit different of a look for them in game number 2. If Dayton had any expectation that Indiana was going to be the exact same team they played yesterday, well, they played exactly the way they had to. They were aggressive on the forecheck. They controlled the attacking zone most of that first period, and Trevor Barola scoring one of the best and prettiest goals you'll ever see in the rebound, and opposite to Jack Null's first career TSCHL goal for Indiana, his third in total on the year.
One thing interesting, only 7 shots on goal for Dayton. They didn't shoot the puck well last night, but they struggled still today after what felt like a rebound game, or at least a rebound period for them so far.
Well, this is just the last couple week ditch effort for Dayton to save some face. They're already last in the TSCHL. They were mathematically eliminated from any other standing in the league in late November, so they're going to be playing Miami in the playoffs no matter what, which most people around the league believe will be a sweep regardless, but they're playing for pride right now. They want to see what they have. It's a young team, Dayton. They only have 5 seniors. They want to see what they have for next season. They know their main core with Eric Chitster and Matthew Vild, but they're looking to see what else they've got. Right now, they're showing that their forwards are able to be aggressive and to maintain the physicality in a rink like the Frank, which has to live on its physicality if you want any chance to win.
That's certainly true. Talking about the goals scored, at the 17:01 mark for Indiana, Vladislav Kruger netted yet another goal and was assisted by Champel.
It's a back-to-back goal streak for Kruger, his second goal streak of the season. When he scores a goal at home, Indiana's 4-0 on the year.
The goal for the Flyers was by Roehl at the 10:06 mark, assisted by Declan O'Leary, and he was able to get a good pass in right across the point.
He was, and it was more so Barola bouncing back off his own shot. He fired one from the circle. It was sticked aside by Stebbins. He played it the way you want to as a goalie. Don't put it in front of the slot where other players can get to it. He shifted it toward the corner, but Barola just right place, right time, and he short-side Stebbins over his blocker's side to give the only goal for Dayton in the first.
Well, the Zamboni's working on its time trials behind us and is almost ready to head off the ice. You can see it behind us in the far corner of the screen. And the boys will be coming back onto the ice themselves in no time, so we'll take a quick break before puck drops in the second period here at the Frank Southern Ice Arena. This has been your first intermission report on the Indiana Hockey Twitter page. Alongside me, Casey Roehl, I've been Sam Weixler. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Okay. 1-1 our score through 20 minutes. Indiana and Dayton, the second game of this home-and-home series. A lot different from game number 1 less than 15 hours ago when Indiana erupted for 4 goals in the opening frame. It blanked Dayton 4-0 after period 1, but a different Flyers team, Sam Weixler. They're flying on all cylinders to start period number 2. It's the first time in the last 2 months that they're tied after the first period. This is new territory for them.
It is, and yesterday, you mentioned it, they played from ahead the entire game. They got out to a very strong lead, a big margin, and they just used that to carry themselves the entire rest of the way. Now, they did get up to a 6-1 lead at one point, but they were really relying on that cushion as the game got physical and fast-paced toward the end.
Play resumes with a face-off at center. Indiana from right to left, Dayton from left to right. Matthew Bild for Dayton against Jack Jordan. Off the face-off, Jordan for Indiana controls. He enters the attacking zone, top of the slot. Lost the puck, six-check free by Musel. Out to center. Will Patton for Indiana lobs it behind Jamie Schmidt. Left goal line, Jordan works it toward the far circle. It's batted out of the zone, and it's Aiden Goodfellow forced to touch up for Indiana in an offending third. 30 seconds into period 2, Indiana and Dayton level at 1. Kissel in the attacking zone, rings the puck behind Schmidt. He plays it on a backhand, rips it along the far board. Shot by Jordan, right half dasher, deflected a bit wide. It's stick along the near circle, and it's Patton for Indiana, lobbing it to Schmidt's left. Lots on the line for both teams. Dayton looks for its first TSCHL win. Indiana, with a sweep, could potentially move to as high as 3rd place in the TSCHL standings. The Flyers from left to right. Chitzer, left circle at the dot. His wrists are deflected. Phil, the follow-up, deflected off of Stebbins' blocker. It rolls around the far side. Kept it in a roulette wheel by Dayton. Phil, left half-dasher at the circle. Centering pass back to her post. A shot by Schmidt. Deflects a bit wide. Blocker side of Stebbins. Rolls toward the right circle. Indiana controls in an defending zone. Adam Offenbach bats it toward Kruger. He plays the carom off the wall and filters out the center. 1 minute 20 seconds into period 2. Indiana and Dayton tied at 1. The last time both these two schools played in Bloomington, Dayton picked up a 4-2 win in October of 2017. Goodfellow ices the puck from right to left. The faceoff comes into Dayton attacking zone.
Netminder for the Dayton Flyers, Zach Schmidt. This will be his 4th appearance all season. He's 1-1 on the season, and technically has the highest winning percentage of any goaltender for Dayton this season.
And Schmidt, he's got one of 2 wins for Dayton. Off the face-off to Stebbins' right, a shot on by Clark, deflected and gloved down. Face-off comes back to Stebbins' right. 18:28 to go in period 2, 1-1 our score. Bobby Bradley against Adam Offenbach, and Offenbach for Indiana controls. And the back check, Dayton controls the zone, top of the slot. In the attacking zone right side, rolls off of Clark's stick, and Dayton forced to touch up in the defending third. 2 minutes into period 2, Indiana and Dayton level at 1. Indiana from right to left, McDaniel, rink-wide pass, connects with Kruger at the red line, pitchforks the puck to the left circle. Dayton picks up, Jack Clark behind Schmidt. Cross-ice feed, Trevor Barola, the lone goal scorer today for the Flyers. Whips it out to center. No, unable to clear the zone. Declan O'Leary, bottom of the right circle, centering pass, rolls over Mike Langbein stick. Indiana the other way from right to left. Cruz in the attacking zone. Pushes the puck toward the half-dasher. Below the left goal line, back behind the net. Looks, centers, deflected off of Cristiano's stick. It rolls left goal line. Indiana maintains with Offenbach. Top of the circle, centering pass, Cruz high slot, wrister blocked. It caroms off the high stanchion. Just to the left of the ascended disco ball, and that stops play with 17.5 to go in period 2. We're even at 1.
Casey, there have been plenty of times this season where the disco ball either did take a shot or nearly got smacked, and luckily we don't have to clean up glass again, because in previous games there has been a 5-minute break or so for glass clearance in the slot.
Right circle shot by No, rings off the post off the draw. It stays tied 1 apiece. Indiana maintains the attacking zone. Chappelle hands off Georgiou, left circle, snapshot deflected. He whipped in the high slot. Dayton the other way from left to right. Brandon Hines through center, top of the right circle, back check from behind. A bouncing shot on, deflected. Chitster shot back to her post. He isn't able to get his full stick on. One-timer Barola left circle, chested by Stebbins. He puts the puck to the Crimson IU Crescent at his chest, and that halts play. 3 minutes into period 1. We're even at 1.
Casey, it looks like Stebbins may have some dull skates. He's been sliding around awkwardly from time to time in between the crease on both sides of the ice. so it's not just an issue with the ice being watery as it usually is in the middle.
Face off to Stebbins right. Chidster's got it. Backhand shot in the slot deflected. Bill, the backhand centering shot deflected wide. Hines, right circle, twists it in front, deflected off of Alex Shabaz's stick for Indiana. Backhands to Champel. He's out of Virginia. Rink wide pass to Goodfellow. In the attacking zone, right side. Back toward the net. Twist the puck to the goal line. Edged off by Barola. He's got it far side for Dayton in the attacking zone. Stretch pass to center, connects with Chidster. Gains the line. Right circle, dips and dangles past Patton. Puts the puck to the wall. Backhands toward the left goal line. Will Musil looking middle. Centering pass. Fouled. Unable to pull the trigger. Clark back to Chidster in the slot. Slap pass deflected off of Champel in Indiana. Controls in the defending third.
A little bit of a dipsy-do by Champel to try and ward off the defense and get himself a breakaway chance.
3.5 minutes into period 2. 1-1 our score between Indiana and Dayton. The Cream and Crimson clear from right to left. Line change made by Indiana. The Flyers in the defending zone. Barola chips the puck to Hines. Lobs it to Stebbins' right. The senior netminder ships it out to center. Hits off at Indiana's skate, so Dayton maintains the zone left side. Phil, half-dasher left wing. Lobs the puck toward the right circle. It's sticked away by Sharp for Indiana. Puck rolls down the other end. Dayton in the attacking zone. They work it to Bild at the right dot. He's got the puck in the goal line. Edged off by Fitzgerald. The Indiana D-man hands off to Shabazz. He roofs it out to center. Glove down by Sharp. He gains the zone. Left circle. His wrister. Glove by Schmidt to stop play. 15 and a half to go in period 2. We remain tied 1 apiece.
That shot had eyes for the back of the net, an impressive wrist shot from just outside the left circle, Casey.
That play happened with Fitzgerald on a back check. He cleared it out toward Shabazz, and he flipped to Sharp. He had nothing but the net to beat. He could have maybe gained a few more feet on goal, but he elected to shoot from the top of the circle. Face-off and a false start is called on both of them.
Casey, part of the reason the false start happened is because Dayton forgot to put a fifth man on the ice. There was a guy coming from the bench, and he initially strolled into the center circle, and there was a lot of confusion as to who should be on the ice.
Trevor Barola skating toward his bench, now working his way back to the circle.
Now there's 6 guys in blue uniforms on the ice, Casey.
Joey Duford, he came off the bench. He looked to get back into play. Now Barola's off the ice, heading toward his bench. It's Joey Duford, the freshman, on the ice to take the faceoff. Dayton controls into the zone. They whip it out to the left point. Indiana maintains the zone. McDaniel backhands behind Schmidt. The Flyers down the far side. Brandon Hines, right half-dasher. Indiana maintains the zone. At the dot, Sharp. Stick handles past a man. Chips it off the high glass. Glove down by Bonecutter. His wrister wide over the crossbar. Catches the high glass. Dayton controls. Langbein works it out to center, and it's Curtis Hubbard for Indiana controlling the center. 5 minutes into period 2. We're tied 1 apiece between Indiana and Dayton. The Flyers in the attacking zone, right side, half-wall right wing. Ryan Briggs works his way to the goal line. Ethan Macula back behind the net. Centers looking for Clark, deflected, rolls toward the left circle. Macula at the hash marks. Close-ended shot deflected off of a kneeling Bonecutter. He's got the puck behind Stebbins. Looking middle of the ice, he flips it to Hubbard. He stretches out to center. 5.5 into period 2. Indiana and Dayton leveled at 1. Hubbard behind the net, centers, nobody in the middle of the zone. It split both McDaniel and Hubbard, and it's Indiana forced to recover in the defending zone.
More miscommunication offensively for Indiana. They need to make sure their attacks are coordinated.
Stretch pass almost connects with Kissel, and it's Schmidt forced to play it out of the crease. Fitzgerald, top of the circle, high slot, left circle at the dot. His wrister blocked. Dayton with Hines whips it out to center. Matthew Bill gains the line. Right circle at the dot. Bottom of the goal line. His wrister off of Stebbins' glove. Bill still controls. Backhands into the slot. Puck top of the circles. Chidster fans on the wrister, and it's cleared out by Hubbard out of the zone from right to left. Indiana maintains. Kissel, left circle. Close-ended wrister put in between the pads by Schmidt, and that stops play. 13:47 left in period 2. Indiana and Dayton still tied 1 apiece.
A treacherous shot to make a save on for Zach Schmidt, the netminder for Dayton. He had to close his legs at an awkward angle. One of his legs looked to be stuck along the iron and almost prevented him from making a save.
Face off to Schmidt's right, the sophomore. Jack Jordan for Indiana wins the draw. Works it left point to Patton. Rims the puck to the goal line. Indiana controls Jordan. Left circle below the goal line. Kenyon back to Jordan. His wrister wide. Kenyon chases his miss at the right circle. Looking middle of the ice. Rick White pass. Jordan high slot. His wrister blocked. It bounces in the trapezoid. Kissel collects. Left goal line. His wrister off the side of the net. Jordan a shallow A follow-up shot deflected. Rolls off the high glass. Dayton clears the zone. A big hit on Chitster by Goodfellow in the attacking third. Jordan levels a hit on Clark, and Indiana maintains the zone. Right side, Kissel back behind the net. He goes on a backhand over the Ward's Canyon. He lost the puck on his stick blade. It rolls straight away. Goodfellow, wrister, he scored! Off a broken play in the attacking zone. Cave Canyon cutting toward the net. Went to a forehand backhand deke. It rolled off his stick blade. It bounced off the end wall out to center ice. And Goodfellow maintaining the attacking zone. Snapped the shot past Schmidt's glove side to deposit his third goal of the season to put Indiana up 2-1 with 7 minutes into the second.
Casey, it's pandemonium out on the ice. Guys were jawing back and forth. They were shouting at each other so loudly you could see their helmets moving as they were shouting. Guys are pushing back and forth, and now we might have some penalties issued as the officials are visiting the scorers table.
Let's get things squared away here. The goal for Goodfellow comes at the 7-minute mark. Alex Studnicka is in the box for Dayton. This could be interesting. Now Will Patton works his way over toward the penalty box. We might have matching minors.
That might be the case, Casey, although it looks like we're going to have Patton enter the box.
Patton's in for Indiana, Studnicka for Dayton. Matching minors on the ice. But what we know is that Indiana leads 2-1, 13 minutes to go in period 2. A couple pinball goals today. One for Dayton and one a moment ago for the freshman defenseman Goodfellow.
Well, Casey, thank goodness we updated the graphics last night to include a 4-on-4 situation, as that's what we find ourselves with now. And it looks like they're going to change it up.
Tony Morris, the second-year head coach for Dayton, wanting an explanation. He's trying to convey that it should be 5-on-5 because the penalty came after the goal was scored. Now Ricky Miles for Indiana, playing in just his third game of the season. He enters the box. Andrew Newman is very animated down the far side. You can hear him yelling, "Do your job." Indiana's not doing their job from staying out of the box, but lots of confusion right now. We'll step aside. When we return, we break down the penalties and square everything up. You're listening to Club Ice Hockey at Indiana University on the Indiana Hockey Radio Network. Indiana leads 2-1. 13 minutes to go in period 2. .13:05 left in the second period. 2-1 lead for Indiana over Dayton. An Aiden Goodfellow goal has given Indiana the lead, but that might not be for long. Dayton's on a 4-on-3 power play. Face-off at center ice. Eric Chitster for the Flyers. Works it right circle. Top of the slot. Barola, his wrister wide. Blocker side of Stebbins. It caroms toward the near side, and it's out of Offenbach for Indiana. Rifling it out of the zone from right to left. Dayton on the power play for the second time today. They're 0-for-1. For the ice for the Flyers, Eric Chitster, Matthew Vild, Joey Duford, and Declan O'Leary. Vild in the attacking zone, high slot, wrister, kick save made by Stebbins, rolls toward the left goal line. Chitster, the team leader in goals with 17, works it to O'Leary, back to Vild, left circle, wrister off the body, they score! Off a rebound, Dayton ties the game at 2. Vild from the left dot, spun and fired. It hit off of Stebbins' chest, and a juicy rebound right in front of the net ties it up at 2.
An unfortunate situation coming after some less than savory comments clearly by both players on either team. And that's a mental mistake that you can't have if you're Indiana. This is a crucial game, and you just gave up another lead that you built for yourself.
We'll see who the goal is scored for. As of right now, it's credited to Jack Miller. That's his second of the season. We're tied at 2. Dayton still on the power play. Excuse me, now we're back to 4-on-4 after the second minor on the ice. Indiana in a defending zone off the faceoff at center. Kenyon whips it out to center. Jordan gains the line. Top of the circle. Wrister wide blocker side of Schmid. It rolls toward the near side, and Dayton controls out to center. J.P. Gacchione backhands to Studnicka, lost the puck, Indiana controls. Jordan, right circle, chip and chase toward the goal line, backhands to Kenyon, half-dasher right wing, pins the puck to Goodfellow, he scored a moment ago. Slap pass to Kenyon, top of the circles, high slot to Goodfellow, looking, his wrister blocked, rolls off a couple sticks, the puck off the side of the net, Dayton controls. 12 minutes left in period 2. The score 2-1 Indiana. Puck at center. Jack Miller gains the line for Dayton. Left side. Half-dasher left wing. At the circle. Back check by Kenyon. He filters behind Stebbins, and Patton controls for Indiana. 11:20 left in period 2. We're tied 2 apiece. Patton stretch pass. Kruger in the attacking zone. Right circle. Holds in the back end. His goes in the shot. He scores! Vladislav Kruger off a stretch pass from Patton. 90 feet down the length of the ice. Played the carom off the right boards. Edged off of Barola. Held on a backhand as he cut toward the net. And he snapped one underneath of Schmidt's glove side. And the Riga Latvia native puts Indiana up 3-2. 11:11 to go in the second.
Now a player for Dayton, Casey, just entered the box. It is chaos. We haven't had an update on the scoreboard yet. We're going to have to wait for the officials to dole out punishments. It looks like we could have some more shorthanded play.
The goal for Kruger, his 10th of the season. He had said at the beginning of the season his goal at the year was 10 goals. He's got 10 in the middle of January. Face off at center ice. It's controlled by Dayton. The Flyers lost the puck in the attacking zone. We're back to full strength. 5-on-5 hockey on the ice for the first time in the last few minutes. Patton for Indiana, gains the zone, left point, drops to Jordan. He gets leveled at the near circle. He tumbles toward the hash marks, no penalty call. Patton goes in and shot deflected. Cristiano rebound, stick aside by Schmidt. And here comes Dayton from left to right. Ethan Macula gains the line, left circle, stick handles past a couple men, goes bottom of the left circle, his wrists are wide. Fitzgerald for Indiana picks it up. Dips past center, knives past the second, goes in the backhand, 2-on-1, he centers, Jordan slips it in, it goes in it wide! Jordan left circle, back to Fitzgerald, right dot, his slap pass, Cristiano a shot, deflected off of Schmidt's blocker. It remains 3-2 Indiana, 10:15 to go in the second. In the attacking zone, the Cream and Crimson right points, Fitzgerald backhands to Kenyon, right circle. Twist the puck to Jordan at the goal line. Kicks it back to Kenyon. Close-ended shot. Hits off the side of the net. Jordan centers. Georgiou high slot. Controls the rolling puck. Takes a deflection off of Kenyon's stick. Jordan for Indiana digs it out left point. He flags it toward Cristiano, the senior. Reverses direction. Jordan backhands the puck behind cage. Kenyon for Indiana. First to it for Indiana. He stapled off the puck by Barola for Dayton. Swatted by Cristiano. Kenyon's got it right point. He filters to Chappelle. Just off the bench. Top of the circles. Left side. Slap pass to Dara. Right point. His wrists are blocked. And it's Jake Clark for Dayton finally clearing the zone.
Extended attack for Indiana. That lasted a minute and a half, Casey.
9.5 to go in period 2. Indiana leads 3-2. Chappelle, left circle, wrister, standing glove save by Schmidt to stop play. 9:19 to go in the second. Indiana leads 3-2 from Frank Southern Ice Arena as we step aside from Bloomington. You're listening to Club Ice Hockey at Indiana University on the Indiana Hockey Radio Network. .9:19 left in period 2. Indiana up 3-2 on Dayton. Face-off in the Indiana attacking zone to Zach Schmidt's right. Off the face-off, it's Dayton controlling. Trevor Barola behind the net. 2 goals scored in the second period. 1 for Dayton and 2 for Indiana as the Cream and Crimson up by 1. Puck at center. Colin Fitzgerald for Indiana. Right circle, bottom of the goal line. Looking middle of the ice. Backhands the puck behind Schmidt. It's Indiana first to at Chappelle. Half-dasher left wing at the dot. Works his way to the slot. Backhands to Shabazz. Down to McDaniel. Flips it. Chappelle. Left circle. Slap shot deflected. Rolls toward the near side. Shabazz for Indiana. Pitchforks the puck toward the goal line. Dayton clears the zone. Chitster out to center. 8:40 left in period 2. Indiana leads by 1. 3-2 or score. Fitzgerald for Indiana dips and dangles past thrice of defenders, a host of Flyers in the attacking zone, but Schmidt puts the glove on to stop play. We talked about Colin Fitzgerald being an offensive-minded D-man. Well, if that's not offensive-minded, I don't know what is.
He's a beauty out there on the ice, Casey. He was swerving in between guys like a video game. I believe it was a lane changer game.
Ball start on the face-off to Schmidt's left. I'm not much of a video game guy. I'll leave it to you for the video game references.
Well, he was jumping directions every which way very quickly.
Is that on the GameCube? I feel like you'd bring up a GameCube type of game. Face-off controlled by Indiana. Left circle shot by Sharp. Chested by Schmidt to stop play. 8:24 left in the second. Indiana maintains its 3-2 lead.
No, Casey, I believe it was on the iPod Touch, second generation, and the puck...
So just as old as the GameCube is what you're trying to say.
About that, yeah. And the puck went up into a Dayton player's jersey, so his play had to be stopped as he couldn't find it in his pants.
Face-off to Schmidt's left. Indiana controls Sharp. Left goal line. Holds in the backhand. Wheeling his way behind the net. Banks it to the right point. Todaro fake. Slap shot. Deflected. Off a tip and hits off of Bonecutter's backhand. It rolls toward the near corner. Dayton in the defensive zone. Finally clears it out to center. 8 minutes to go in the second. Indiana leads 3-2. 3 different goal scorers for Indiana in this one. Curtis Hubbard for Indiana. Right goal line. Stapled off the puck. JP Gacchione filters to Musel. Right half dasher. Indiana on a forecheck. Bonecutter half wall right wing. Pins the puck to the wall. Kicks it towards Sharp. Stapled off by Musel. Sharp's got it. Bottom of the right goal line. Spinning centering pass. One-timer Bonecutter. Deflects off his stick. Dayton the other way from left to right. 7.5 to go in the second. Indiana leads 3-2. The puck lies at the blue line. Sharp picks it up for Indiana from right to left. He gains the attacking zone. High slot wrister stick aside by Schmidt. It caroms off the high glass. Dayton gloves it down with Miller. One of 2 goal scorers for the Flyers. Unable to clear the zone. Jordan for Indiana. Twist the puck in front. Deflected. High slot. Goodfellow a shot deflected. Indiana maintains the zone. Kenyon, right circle at the dot. Wrister over the crossbar and over the blocker side of Schmidt. Patton left point. Wrister blocked. Patton for Indiana, the lefty D-man, unable to maintain the zone. He works it ahead to Jordan. High slot. Here's Wrister, chested down by Schmidt to stop play. 6:55 to go in the second. Indiana leads 3-2. A flurry of chances for Dayton to clear the zone, but Indiana's pestering this in the attacking third. Had a couple more shots.
And speaking of pestering, the defenseman for Dayton and Will Patton, alternate captain for Indiana, are jawing back and forth relentlessly, pestering each other, and had to be separated by linesmen again.
Face-off to Zach Schmidt's right. Jordan takes the face-off against Eric Chidster. Off the face-off, Dayton controls Chidster. Staples the wall to the left corner. Indiana on the forecheck, Kenyon. Left circle. Rink-wide pass connects with Goodfellow. He scored 1 of 2 goals for Indiana in the second period. Jets toward the goal line. Edge off the puck behind the net. He lobs it to Jordan. Back behind the net. Centering feed off of Kenyon's stick. It skitters toward the right corner. Indiana controls. Goodfellow, right circle. Back to Jordan. Bottom of the right goal line. His shot deflected. Going toward the near side. Dayton clears his zone to center. 6:20 to go in the second. 3-2 lead for Indiana. The Cream and Crimson control in the defending zone. Goodfellow. Stick handles past a couple, banks it toward Kissel, intercepted by Dayton. Ricky Phillips lobs it from left to right. Icing is the call. 6:08 to go in the second. 3-2 lead for Indiana over the Flyers. Fans, be sure to join us for the Club Ice Hockey at Indiana University post-game show on the Indiana Hockey Radio Network. And for updates and recaps of all games, follow us on Twitter at hockey_IU with additional updates at JToppinSports. JToppinSP for additional info. Face-off to Schmidt's right. Face-off controlled by Indiana. Chappelle, his shot wide. Kruger follow-up deflected a bit wide as well. On a forecheck, McDaniel tried to clear the zone. He maintained the zone, and it's Indiana's Fitzgerald. Right goal line. Back behind the net. Centering pass looks for Cruz. Deflected. Jordan back to Cruz. His shot bottom of the right goal line. Stick aside, and now we get a whistle and a stoppage in play. The net comes off its mooring down the near side.
That's a strategic push, nudge in the right direction from Zach Schmidt to halt play. There was numbers for Indiana in the zone, and Vladislav Kruch has his hands in the air asking what gives. Looks like he thought it was a little bit intentional too, Casey.
5:42 left in the second period. 3-2 lead for Indiana. Face-off to Schmidt's right. Offenbach wins the draw. He works to McDaniel, rolls underneath his stick, and he's forced to touch up at center. 5.5 to go in period 2. Indiana leads 3-2 over the Flyers. Declan O'Leary, left side for Dayton, bottom of the circle. His wrister high over the crossbar. Dayton maintains the zone. Trevor Barola, one of 2 Flyer goal scorers today. Half dasher right wing, pinned off the puck by Cruz. He ushers the puck out to center. The lefty stick handler gets past one, dips past a second, doesn't get past Joey Duford. He lobs it to center ice where Indiana maintains the zone. On a forecheck, Chappelle, his shot blocked. Rolls straight away, one-timer McDaniel over the crossbar. Puck in front, Cruz scores! Off a carrot from behind the net. It rolled toward the backdoor post, and Kruger taps it in underneath the blocker side of Schmidt to put Indiana up 4-2. 5 minutes to go in the second.
Casey, I didn't even see that go into the back of the net, and neither did some of the Dayton players. The referee had to come pull the puck from in between the lining of the net and the metal, and that was a crazy set of occurrences back behind the goal.
The second goal of the game for Kruger.
11 on the season, Casey.
11 goals on the season. He has surpassed his goal for this year, which was 10. He's got number 11. Face off at center. Indiana controls. Shabazz takes a huge hit at the blue line. We're going to get a penalty. Holy moly! Off the center ice face off, Alex Shabazz entered the zone, was leveled off his chin. He took a shoulder to the chin. It's going to be on Jack Miller. That's his second penalty of the game. One of 2 goal scorers for Dayton sits in the box.
I can't say I'm surprised that Shabazz was the target. He's always protecting his teammates. Shabazz is not afraid to get dirty and stand up for guys. And often that leaves him as the victim of attacks and retribution by opponents. And this time it cost him as he took one right in the chops, Casey.
Shabazz on the ice skating toward the bench. Good to see he's able to skate off on his own power. Indiana on a power play for the 3rd time today. They're 0 for 2.
Indiana will not forget that last play. I think we can both expect some heavy hitting.
4:54 left in period 2. Face off to Zach Schmidt's right. Indiana leads 4-2. Off the face off, Indiana controls. Cristiano back behind the net, backhands to Jordan, half dasher left wing, straight away to Fitzgerald, top of the circle, slap pass to Jordan, left dot, fakes the shot, back to Fitzgerald, high slot, his wrists are blocked, it rolls toward the right circle, batted out of the zone by Duford from left to right.
Any hockey player will have a long memory, Casey, like an elephant.
4.5 to go in period 2, Indiana leads 4-2. Jordan for Indiana, right circle, back behind the net, angles toward the left half dasher. Top of the circle, looking middle of the ice. Back to Fitzgerald straight away. He surfs the blue line. Back to Jordan, down low. Short-ended shot by Cristiano. No, backhand shot on goal, deflected, and Schmidt puts his glove on top and puts it to his chest to stop play. 4:09 to go in the second. Indiana leading 4-2. Schmidt, the 6'2" netminder, closing off the near side and putting it to the red and white script flyer lettering at his chest. Minute 15 to go on the Indiana power play. They're 2 for 7 this weekend.
Casey, I gotta say, I love the Dayton Flyers logos and color schemes.
Not a bad combo. We'll give them that. Face off to Schmidt's right. The Flyers clear the zone from left to right. I'm more of a purple guy myself, so I'll have to say it on that if it means any weight. Chappelle for Indiana enters the zone. High slot, drop feed, Kruger. Lost the puck in his backhand, and it's Indiana maintaining on the forecheck. 3:45 to go in the second. Indiana leads 4-2. Kruger, right goal line, lost the puck. It's lobbed by Dayton's Mike Langbein from left to right. 40 seconds on the Jack Miller roughing minor. 3.5 to go in period 2 with Indiana leading 4-2. Goodfellow quarterbacks the offense, stretches to Chappelle. He walks the near boards, angles toward the goal line, dishes to Offenbach right point, top of the circle, straight away to Goodfellow. High slot, slap pass, left goal line to Jack Kissel. He scored yesterday, straight away, Goodfellow rakes, he shoots, deflected, puck loose, Kruger tries a backhander, and it's gloved by Schmidt to stop play.
He gets tripped down to the ice with a slew foot, it looked like. He's up quickly, and guys are not happy.
Kruger tried to pitchfork the puck underneath of Schmidt's pads, but the 6'2" netminder puts his entire body on the ice, all 210 pounds.
Sometimes the best way to make a save as a goaltender, Casey, is just to put your body in between the puck and the twine.
3:09 to go in the second, 4-2 lead for Indiana. Face off to Schmidt's right, Indiana's got it. Straight away Fitzgerald, center point, fakes, slap pass to Jordan, left circle. Looking middle of the ice, back to Cristiano down low. He goes into the slot, deflected, puck rolls out to Cristiano, back to Fitzgerald. Jordan left circle, his wrist is blocked, and then it hits off the goal line to score! Off the rebound! Jordan from the left circle. A Lister bounced on the ice, hit off the crossbar, and Pad was in the right place at the right time. He deposits his second goal of the season, and Indiana's blown it open. 5-2 Cream and Crimson lead, 2:51 to go in the second.
Casey, this has been an incredible weekend for hockey. Another weird bounce that results in Indiana scoring. It rolled and twisted right across the goal line and into the crease, and Patton came across and smacked it home.
That was like a ground ball in baseball, and the shortstop would take on 2 hops, except Schmidt was unable to control the puck. Face off at center. Dayton controls deck with O'Leary. Right circle. His wrister deflected by Stebbins. Indiana leads 5-2. 2.5 to go in period number 2. Bone cutter, right side. Falls to the ice, no penalty call. Right circle, wrister by Scharf. Wide over the blocker side of Schmidt. Puck rolls out blue line. Pass to Darrow out to center. 2:20 left in the middle frame. Indiana leads 5-2. Scharf, right dot, his wrister off the glove of Schmidt. Rolling puck in the slot. Dayton controls off the rebound. Will Musel flips out to center. Underneath of Brandon Hines' stick blade. Delayed offside. Indiana controls in the E-zone. 2 minutes left in period 2. Indiana from right to left, leading 5-2. Todaro for Indiana. Bats the puck to center. Glove down by Dayton. Will Musel enters the attacking zone. Edged off by Hubbard. Indiana's got a possible odd-man rush. Hubbard hands off to Scharf. Lost the puck in a back check. Indiana maintains the zone. Hubbard right side. Works it to Bonecutter. Bottom of the right circle. Backhand pass looking for Scharf. Rolls off a Dayton stick. And it's Bonecutter for Indiana controlling bottom of the left goal line. 90 seconds to go in the second. Indiana leads 5-2. The puck to Schmidt's right. Indiana's got it with Fitzgerald. Left circle, Weixler, wide blocker side. Cruz for Indiana, top of the right circle. At the dot, high slot, fakes. He waits, he shoots. Weixler catches the high glass. Cruz chases it, no miss. Left hash marks, plays the puck to Scharf. Twists it in front. Cruz, a backhand shot deflected wide. 70 seconds to go in the second. Indiana leads by 3. Dayton unable to clear the zone. Now they finally do. Joey Duford out to center. Waits. Slap shot. Pad save made by Stebbins and a butterfly. 1 minute to go in the second. Indiana leads 5-2. Cruz, left side, top of the circle. Hands off Offenbach. Deeks past the man. Wraparound shot deflected. Rebound right goal line. Deflected a bit wide off the blocker side of Schmidt. Indiana maintains the zone. Fitzgerald, slap pass, one-timer, Cruz, no. A backhand shot, and a sprawling save by Schmidt to stop play with 42 seconds left in the second. It remains 5-2 Indiana.
Vladislav Cruz can smell the hat trick. He was so close to getting his 3rd goal of the season.
Face-off comes to Schmidt's right. 42 seconds left in period number 2. The last hat trick for Indiana came on September 29th of 2018 when Christian Sherman Colicchio potted a hat trick. Puck rolls out to center. Dayton controls with half a minute to go. 5-2 lead for Indiana in the middle frame. Jack Clark whips it out to center. Studnicka lost it off his stick blade. Jack Miller for Dayton. Back toward the nets. Lost the puck in the defending zone. 18 seconds to go in the second. Puck in the Indiana defending third. Stebbins plays the puck behind the net. Rims it off the high glass. Dayton controls Chittister. Back behind the net. Looking middle of the ice. Whips it Miller. Right circle. Wrister wide off the end boards. 5 seconds to go. Chittister left goal line. Works it to Vild. Left half dasher. Penned off the puck. And that'll do it for the second. The whistle hadn't blown. The buzzer hadn't sounded, but that's the end of the second. 5-2, Indiana leads after 40 minutes. We expected intensity and physicality. We got exactly that in the second frame.
Casey, we're looking out onto the ice. Looks like there was about to be a line brawl as the Indiana bench had cleared and headed out, and the blue sweaters were moseying their way onto the ice as well. Referees able to keep cooler heads on top of the situation, if you will, and Vladislav Cruz back to that shot. He was giving it everything he had, diving across the crease and sliding around on his knees and his shin pads. And after missing, he made sure to say his favorite word.
3 different goal scorers for Indiana in that second period. That favorite word for Cruz probably going to be going to the locker room as well. That's not FCC regulatable on the airwaves. Adam Offenbach assisted on the first goal, scored by Aiden Goodfellow in the second. Vladislav Cruz and Will Patton contributing to the 3 second period goals for Indiana. An Indiana team that had entered just scoring 23 second period tallies. They have 3 in this second frame, and they take a 3-goal lead over Dayton into the final period of play. When leading after 40 minutes, Indiana at home this season, they're 3-0. Dayton went trailing after 40 minutes, 0-17. We'll be back with the second period intermission report after this timeout. You're listening to Club Ice Hockey at Indiana University on the Indiana Hockey Radio Network.
After 40 action-packed minutes of play here at the Frank Southern Ice Arena, it's 5-2, Indiana taking a commanding lead in the second game of this two-game series. Dayton trailing by 3 goals, and they just haven't shot the puck well, Casey. This is our second intermission show here on the Club Ice Hockey at Indiana University Twitter page. I'm Sam Weixler alongside Casey Roehl. Casey, what did you see in that second period that changed after a 1-1 finish to the first period?
Just more shots. Way more shots on net. Indiana getting rebound chances. Zach Schmidt isn't putting the puck to his chest as much as he was in the first. He's utilizing his blocker and his pads more, which allows more rebound goals. When you do that, you want to try to get the puck to the corner so that way the slot isn't an area of concern, but that was the problem on the first goal for Goodfellow for Indiana. He used his blocker, pinned it toward the backboards. It took a carom toward the slot, and Goodfellow in the between the circles posited his second goal of the season. Indiana's other goals, Kruger just came in streaking down the right wing and pocketed a backhander. And the last one of the crazier goals you'll ever see. I'll say it straight on. It was the craziest goal I think I've seen in this rink in a very long time. Jack Jordan, a wrister from the top of the left circle, took 2 hops like you'd see a ground ball in baseball to a shortstop. It hit off the shoulder of Schmidt, off the crossbar. Everyone thought it was in for a second, but Will Patton, being the guy he is, not giving up on a play, he put the puck in the back of the net to put Indiana up by 3 goals, and that's where we stand right now. 5-2 lead for Indiana, who really dominated those last 10 minutes of that second period after Dayton struck early in the middle frame.
And after not scoring all season up to this point, Will Patton now has 2 goals in as many games. This weekend has been impressive for Patton, the junior. He stepped up from the D-line and made his presence felt after his liney, Scotty Berger, is off studying abroad in Europe.
And how about that for Patton? In his 2 years with the club ice hockey program, he had 2 goals. He's got 2 goals in his last 2 games. He's showing off the offensive prowess, and who knows, he might go with his first multi-goal game. Vladislav Frush, he has 2 goals today for Indiana. He's 1 goal away from becoming the first Cream and Crimson skater to record a hat trick since September of 2018. So we'll watch for that the next 20 minutes and change. And how about this for a year for Kruger? 5 goals all of last season. He's got 11 already. His goal at the beginning of the year was 10 goals. We still got 2 weeks to go, and he's already at 11.
As we said last night, he's one of the most self-confident guys on the ice for Indiana. He's not afraid to go into the corner and play the puck, and he expects himself to come out with the puck when it's all said and done, and that's what's got him 2 goals. And Casey, the man responsible for that hat trick for Indiana was Sherman Colicchio. He's now playing professional hockey in Germany.
Yeah, it's not a bad name to be associated with. Over 70 career goals at the ACHA Division II level, a 100 career point score, so that's pretty good names to be considered with. And how about that, too? How about that for a coincidence? Kruger finished last season on Christian's line in the final 2 weeks of the year, so maybe a little bit rubbed off on him, but I'll tell you one thing's for sure. Kruger had dropped 20 pounds in the offseason. He's showing it with his speed in this last 2 weeks of the fall semester and the first week of the spring semester, so that's really starting to show. What I want to see with Indiana these last 20 minutes, can they control the boards and can they control the secondary rebounds that they capitalized against Dayton with in that second period? Because the Flyers yesterday, they got scrappy when they were down. Can Indiana match the scrappiness in this final frame? A more confined rink that allows for more scrappiness.
This will be a fun 20 minutes to watch. Indiana needs to hold on to their 3-goal lead to pick up 3 points in the TSCHL and have a chance to move into 3rd place in the standings. This could be a crucial weekend and prove very important as they keep improving their goal differential as well.
Yeah, this is a big game. Indiana enters play today with 16 points in the TSCHL. Dayton, they're going to be last. They're going to finish the season 8th. But Bowling Green State, they've got 19 right now. So if Indiana can get a win in regulation, they can tie the Falcons for 3rd place in the league standings. And they still have 2 games in hand. That's the key thing as well. Indiana's got 2 games in hand on Bowling Green State, so they have more chances down the road to win more games with the weekend series against the Falcons coming up next week.
Well, on All-Star Night in the National Hockey League, we got an All-Star level game behind us, 5-2 through 2 periods, and shots on goal standing at 31-14 in favor of Indiana. The boys are back on the ice, so we'll take a quick break before the final puck drop to start a period off. Casey Roehl, I'm Sam Weixler. This has been your second intermission show for Indiana hockey on the Club Ice Hockey at Indiana University Twitter page and broadcast network.
Back in Frank Southern Ice Arena, 5-2 lead for Indiana over Dayton. Play resumes with a face-off at center. Indiana controls skating from left to right. Jack Jordan left circle, angles toward the goal line. Back behind the net, looking right side, centers for Kenyon, deflected off his stick blade. It rolls out to center. Dayton controls. Matthew Vilt, bottom left goal line, takes a tumble to the net, and toward the end dasher, gets up on his own feet. 25 seconds into period 3, Indiana up 5-2. Cade Canyon for Indiana lobs it out to center, gloved down by Bobby Bradley for Dayton. Puck battle near side, Indiana with Jack Kissel swats it out to center. Matthew Vilt for Dayton, the attacking zone, hands off Bradley, down the middle of the ice, left goal line, lost the puck in his backhand, it rolls back behind the net. 5-2 lead for Indiana over Dayton, 1 minute into period 3. Puck sits right goal line. Chidster shot deflected, lobbed toward the right circle by Patton. Dayton maintains his own. Chidster shot gloved by Stebbins to stop play. 1 minute 6 seconds into period 3. Indiana leads 5-2.
Stebbins was able to track the puck through bodies, and it looked like the puck took a weird angle bounce off of a jersey, a blue jersey to be specific. A great job by him to keep his eye on the rubber.
Indiana dominating the shots on goal count in that second frame and through 2 periods, 31-14 over the Flyers. Face off to Stebbins right. Indiana controls Adam Offenbach, whips it out to center, takes a bounce, chested down by Trevor Barola. He's one of 2 goal scorers for Dayton today. 1 minute 20 seconds into period 3. Indiana leads 5-2 over Dayton. A win for Indiana could catapult them into 3rd place in the TSCHL standings. Less than 24 hours ago, Indiana was sitting 6th in the league standings, and they have a chance to leapfrog 3 spots. Dayton right side, Jake Clark at the point, backhander deflected, puck loose in the slot. Chidster a backhander deflected. Stebbins sprawls and makes the glove save as he puts his body on top of the puck.
Again, Stebbins following the puck and following the play, making sure that he got the last say in what happened in that situation. And Casey, as the saying goes, you keep your eye on the ball. Do you keep your retina on the rubber when it comes to hockey?
I think it would be your cornea that would do it.
Okay.
If we're being politically correct, I think it would be the cornea. Face-off comes to Stebbins right. Indiana staples the puck to the end wall. James Georgiou for Indiana, back check from behind. Declan O'Leary for Dayton, right circle at the dot. His wrister blocked, and Stebbins puts it to his chest to stop play. 2 minutes into period 3, Indiana leads 5-2.
Well, as far as the anatomy of the human eyeball goes, Casey, neither of us are science or biology majors or med majors for that matter, so I think we get a pass on this one.
You've got a couple friends that are bio majors, right?
I do, yes.
Face off to Stebbins' left. It's Colin Fitzgerald for Indiana falling to the ice. He one-hands it over the words no, and he whips it toward the left half dasher where Dayton controls its center. No, levels a shoulder in 2-man, and it's Shabazz for Indiana. Left dot at the circles. Backhand pass looking for Fitzgerald. Deflected. No, backs the puck right goal line toward the far side. Fitzgerald for Indiana digs it out. Left goal line. Backhand deflected. Rolls behind the nets. Shabazz for Indiana. Twists it in front. Fitzgerald edged off the puck. He falls to the ice. But Indiana maintaining the forward check. It's Chappelle twisting it right half dasher. 17:25 to go in period 3. Indiana up 5-2. Chappelle, left hash marks at the goal line. Works it to Shabazz. Edged off the puck behind the net. It rolls right point. McDaniel unable to maintain the zone. He crashes into Joey McAllister, the linesman. Indiana retains the zone. Right points. Chappelle doubles back into neutral ice. Lost the puck. Joey Duford in the attacking third. Bangs it behind Stebbins. Dayton makes the line change. 3 minutes into period 3, Indiana up 5-2 on the Flyers. A shot from the left point by Bishop, wide glove side of Stebbins, and it's Dayton maintaining the zone. Straight away, Chidster lost the puck, rolls out right point, kept in by Barola for Dayton. Right half dasher at the hash mark, behind the nets. Twists it, looking for Chidster, nobody home. Indiana bone cutter's got it. He skies it out to center. Touchdown by Hubbard. He's got it bottom of the left circle. His wrister wide glove side through the blue paint. It's back through center, and Bonecutter touches for Indiana. 16:20 left in period 3. Indiana up 5-2. Dayton the other way. Chidster lost the puck on a backhand. Hubbard for Indiana. Pitchforks out to center. Rolling puck settled down by Bonecutter. He gains the line, but he's offside. Josh Scharf down the near side was a couple feet in front of Bonecutter.
Well, the rule goes for forwards, don't make your move at the blue line, and that's exactly what happened, and Scharf was caught in no man's land, if you will, Casey. Just a few inches in front of the spot. And a face-off ensues.
Face-off controlled by Dayton out to center. The Flyers unable to maintain the zone. Now it's Matthew Vilt. Left circle, slap shot, deflected wide, stick side of Stebbins. Rolls down the near corner. Indiana first two at ball cutter. Back behind in that turnover. Dayton's got it on the forecheck. Declan O'Leary, right circle, lobbed out of the zone by Hubbard to center. 15:50 left in period 3. Indiana leads 5-2 over Dayton. This season, the Flyers have allowed a TSCHL leading 36 goals in the third. Dayton has scored most of their goals in the third period as well. Puck back behind Stebbins. Dayton has it on the forecheck. Barola slap pass Chidster. One-hand shot deflected. Rolling puck. Build a shot from the dot. Deflected wide. And it's Indiana's bone cutter getting canceled out at the wall. Hubbard roofs it out to center. 15:20 left in period 3. Indiana up by 3. 5-2 our score. Both teams make line changes with Dayton controlling into the zone. The Flyers from right to left. Vilt, left circle, snaps a shot, deflects off the pad of Stebbins. Puck rolls behind the net. Rolling puck at the goal line. Dayton maintains the control. Kruger, left circle, his shot deflected off of Stebbins. Karams off the high glass and hits the ceiling to stop play. 5 minutes into period 3. Indiana up 5-2.
Casey, at the end of the second period, there was a lot of physical play and a small altercation taking place in front of the Flyers bench. It looks like that has not carried over too much into this period, but the night is young, as they say.
It's only 5 o'clock Eastern time. Face off to Stebbins right. Chidster centering pass looking for Miller. Deflected. Follow-up shot. Filled shot chested by Stebbins to stop play. 14:47 left in period 2. Indiana leads 5-2. 3 second period goals for Indiana, fueling the Cream and Crimson offense today. Face off to Stebbins left. Dayton controls the draw. Chidster works his way left point. Swatted by Kissel off the glass. Puck controlled at the red. Dayton controls. Jack Clark left circle. Wrister wide glove side of Stebbins. Kept in right point. Mike Langbein for Dayton. Works it to Chidster, the team leader in goals with 17. He's been held off the score sheet today. Works it right half dasher. Pick poke by Kenyon. He works it out to center. Weaves past a man. Hands off to Kissel. Backhands the puck to the goal line right side. Dayton controls behind the net. Just under 6 minutes into period 3. Indiana leads 5-2. Barring a miracle, Indiana would secure its first sweep of the spring semester. Chidster in the attacking zone. Back check from behind. Kenyon for Indiana. Hoists it out to center into the Dayton D zone. Schmidt backhands to Barola. He scored the first goal of the game for Dayton back in the first period. Kyle Kruger out of upstate New York. Stretch pass out to center, batted off of Fitzgerald. The Indiana D-man controls out to center ice. The left-feet stick handler down the left side at the goal line. Stick check from behind by Studnicka. He bangs it off the high glass. Indiana on a forecheck, Vladislav Kruch. He's got 2 Indiana goals tonight. We'll watch for the hat trick. He's 1 goal away from becoming the first player to record the hat trick since September of 2018. Fitzgerald at center. Pitchforks ahead to Offenbach. Right half dasher at the goal line. Looking middle of the ice. Puts on the break. Centering pass. Backdoor post looking for Cruz. Deflected in the slot. Shot by Cristiano. Top of the right circle. Deflected and gloved by Schmidt to stop play.
Casey, Indiana will need to get all the motivation and all the energy they can out of this game because they need the momentum going into next weekend against Bowling Green, a much tougher opponent.
13:15 to go in the third. Face-off to Schmidt's right. Fitzgerald right point. Wrister wide blocker side. It rolls out to the far boards. Dayton with Declan O'Leary clears the zone out to center. And you're absolutely right about that. It's going to be a matchup to who essentially gets the number 3 spot in the TSCHL standings. Indiana enters the zone offside. Let's give you a game reset right now. Indiana with 4 different goal scorers. They lead 5-2, 13 minutes to go in the game. If Indiana were to hold on to this score and to win in regulation, Indiana would leapfrog Bowling Green State for 3rd place in the TSCHL standings. That's impressive considering the fact that 18 hours ago, Indiana was fighting to stay 6th. Face off to Schmidt's right. Indiana controls. Carter bone cutter, right goal line at the circle. Backhands the puck behind Schmidt, the sophomore netminder for Dayton. JP Gaccione in the trapezoid, rims the puck right side. And it's Brandon Hines Stapling the puck toward the wall. Indiana on the forecheck, unable to maintain the zone. It's backhanded out from right to left by Hines. Rolling towards Stebbins' right. Chidster wins the race for Dayton. Back behind the net. Lost the puck in the backhand. Stick checked away by Patton. He flips it down the length of the ice from left to right. Was it deflected? Yes, it was. Icing washed. 12:20 left in period 3. Dayton leads 5-2. Back check at center, and all hands off to Goodfellow. He rings the puck behind Smith. Dayton behind the 6'2" netminder. Barola twists the puck down to near side. Will Musel looking middle, reverses direction, backhands off the high wall and to the neutral zone. Brendan Miller stretches across to Barola. Right goal line. Edged off the puck by Patton. But Roehl on the forecheck has it back behind the net. Centering pass back to a post looking for Kruger. He shoots a bit wide over the crossbar. He tried a bouncing puck and it rolled a bit high. Roehl, his shot left point, blocked off of Nell's stick and into the high glass, into the ceiling. The stop play. That's 4 ceilings that we've had today.
Stebbins took a wild whack at the puck as it came down from the rafters, and it nearly left the sheet of ice again. He was having some fun there, and it looks like the guys are loose out on the ice as the frustration and the animosity has dissipated a little bit from this matchup.
11:40 left in period 3. Indiana leads 5-2. Face off to Stebbins' right. And it's Josh Sharp for Indiana. Twisting a rink right pass to Hubbard. Past the red line. Gains the attacking zone left side. Left circle. Stapled off the puck by Barola. Couple bodies fighting for control. Dayton has it. Alex Studnicka backhands the puck off the high wall to Schmidt. Over the field. Lobs it to center. Declan O'Leary unable to maintain control. Dayton down the right side. Gains the zone. O'Leary right circle. Wrister high over the blocker side of Stebbins. It rims down to the near wall and out to center. 11 minutes to go in period 3. Indiana holding on to a 5-2 advantage. Puck batted into Dayton attacking zone. High slot. Barola. Hands off to O'Leary. Left circle. Twists the puck far side. Barola at the dot. His wrister off of Stebbins' chest. Now we get a whistle for a stoppage in play. Are we getting a penalty? Yes, we are. Hooking is the call. And with 10:51 to go in the third, it's on Carter Bonecutter. And for the third time today, Dayton's on the power play.
Easy call to make for the official on the far side, and that'll be 2 minutes where Indiana has to fend off an attack. They've done all right so far, but it's going to be interesting to see how well they close out this game as we come down to the home stretch.
Dayton's 0 for 6 on the power play this week and 0 for 3 today. Face off to Stebbins' right. Alex Studnicka takes the face off against Jordan. Studnicka controls left circle over the Gacchione, right side, slap pass near circle, back into the slot. Chidster shot deflected. Studnicka left circle, slap pass back to a post, looking for Chidster. It's off his left skate, back behind the net. Fitzgerald for Indiana controls. He's got it far point, and he ushers out to center to kill off some time. In the attacking zone, high slot chip and chase left goal line. He pins the puck to the wall in the trapezoid, boots the puck to the left side. 3 Flyers scrumming for control. They finally get it free from Fitzgerald. He's without a stick. He goes up to the bench. 10 minutes to go in period 3. 5-2 lead for Indiana. Dayton, left point. Studnicka, wrister, blocked off of Stebbins' pad. Rolls toward the left goal line. Bobby Bradley looking middle. Back behind the net. Chidster, backhand pass Studnicka, right circle, rink right pass, one-timer Vills, block off a sprawling Jordan, and rolls out to center. He's a little slow getting up. That was a stinger.
He took it right at the top of the knee on the shoulder, the shin pad.
Jordan dives to poke the puck free, but Dayton maintains the zone. 9:40 left in period 3. Indiana up 5-2. 45 seconds on the Dayton power play. The Flyers left goal line. Studnicka to Will Musel. Whips it far side to Bobby Bradley. He walks the right boards, top of the circle. Sprawling body save made by Jordan, and he backhands out of the zone, and he finally gets off the ice.
That's the determination you want from a captain. That's why he's got the C on the side of his sweater.
He blocks a shot, goes and sacrifices his body to stick check the puck away, and Dayton forced to go the length of the ice from right to left. 9:10 to go in period 3. Dayton trails 5-2. A shot right goal line, Chidster wide. Barola keeps it in left point. Slap pass at the hash mark. Gacchione works it right side. Nobody at the point. Vild has to go out to center. 5 seconds on the Bonecutter penalty. Kruger for Dayton. Run last try. Right circle. Wrister blocked off of Stebbins' chest. And we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Indiana's killed the penalty. They have possible numbers if they hurry. 3-on-2. Offenbach, right circle. Drop feed to Cristiano. His wrister wide over the crossbar. and Dayton works it out to the blue line. Indiana maintains the zone down the right side. Null drives off the puck, and it's Dayton down the far side controlling Chitster. 8.5 to go in period 3. The Cream and Crimson lead 5-2. Chappelle for Indiana, behind the net, backhands the puck far boards. Patton for Indiana digs it out. Rink-wide pass, connects with Null. He's got it on one hand at the red line. Chip and chase, works at Chappelle in the attacking zone right circle. At the dot, he fakes, he shoots. Whistles wide off the crossbar. Patton left circle. Lost the puck, backhand centering pass, looking to Shabazz. Puck in the slot, rolls toward Goodfellow. It's off his stick and down from right to left. 8 minutes to go in the third. Indiana leads 5-2. They look to secure their 6th all-time win against the Flyers and joining the Division II classification in 2015. Puck battle at center, couple bodies fall. Now we get a whistle. And is it an offside or a penalty? It's a penalty. So 7:43 left in period 3. Jack Null sits in the penalty box.
Well, Jack Null certainly has a few frustrations with the final decision by the referees.
Interference is the call, and so Null, who scored the first goal of the game for Indiana, sits in the sin bin.
The reason he's going to be called for interference was he was pushing and shoving with a Flyer at the blue line when neither of them had the puck, and it was an elongated shoving match that ended up with him standing on the ice and his opponent on his backside, and the referees decided to give the winner of that little scuffle a 2-minute minor.
Dayton is 0 for 4 on the power play today. They're on the man advantage for the 5th time this afternoon. And now we're going to get dual minors on Indiana. One was a bench warning, another one is on Null, so it's still 5-on-4. It's just a simple bench warning toward Newman.
Looks like Ricky Miles is the designated sitter.
Face off to Stebbins' right. Indiana controls. Vladislav Cruz chips out to center. Jack Kissel swipes the puck down the length of the ice from left to right. 7.5 to go in period 3. Indiana leads 5-2 over Dayton. The Flyers from right to left as you listen. Indiana from left to right. Dayton in their baby blue sweaters, white and red lettering and trim. Right circle. Studnicka backdoor pass looking towards Chittister. His shot blocked. It rolls right goal line. Kissel for Indiana, digs the puck free. Dayton on a forecheck, they've got it, left half dasher. 7 minutes to go in the third. Indiana leads by 3 goals. 7-2 our score. The Flyers on a power play for 1 minute and 20 seconds.
Casey, that's a 10-minute misconduct on the board.
We'll see what the official ruling is. We'll get that all sorted out. Studnicka centering pass deflects off of Chitster's skates. And it's Kruger at center for Indiana, gaining the line, short-handed, left circle, Spinorama, stops at the left dot, holds, fakes, shoots, hits off the pipe, rolling puck loose, he scores! Give him the hats! A hat trick for Vladislav Kruger. On the ice, Kruger had it left circle, deflected off the left post, and he rebounded off of his own miss. How about that? The last hat trick 787 days ago. And it's the man from Riga, Latvia, the furthest East tenured player in Indiana hockey history, getting 3 goals this afternoon to put Indiana up 6-2, 6:41 left in regulation.
What a performance by Indiana to close out, or close to close out, this 2-game series. Indiana has dominated the Flyers. And a lot of scrappy plays still to come.
Face off at center ice. Dayton is still on the power play. It was a short-handed goal for Indiana, their 3rd of the season. Corolla, left point. Wrister, wide blocker side. It rolls over to the top of the right circle. Brandon Hines at the dot. Deflected. Cutter, bone cutter, lobs it from left to right for Indiana out of the zone. 6:15 to go in the third. Indiana leads 6-2. Vladislav Kruger, the main story tonight. It's the first hat trick for Indiana in a year and a half. High shot batted down by Phillips, loved by Stebbins to haul play.
Still in the box for Indiana is Null, and the designated sitter, if you will, Casey, Miles, still appears to be hanging out with Zaremski, the emergency goalie, in the penalty box, so that misconduct may stand.
Still 5-on-4 for Dayton for 21 seconds. 6 minutes to go in the game. Indiana leads 6-2. Face off to Stebbins right. The Flyers control. It's lobbed out from left to right. The official ruling, and Vladislav Kruger, his first career hat trick, his 7th multi-goal game in his career. Dayton out to center, Jack Miller. Right circle, chip and chase toward the goal line. Puck battle behind Stebbins. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. 6-2 lead for Indiana. Ricky Miles is out on the ice, so the game misconduct is on Jack Null. He's in the box for the rest of the game. Fitzgerald, left circle for Indiana, at the dot. Sweeping centering pass, looks for Jordan, deflected. Fitzgerald chases his own miss, right goal line. Hits off of the linesman. Kissel, short-handed shot, right goal line. Deflected and gloved by Schmidt to stop play. 5:16 to go. Indiana putting on the gas and not letting up. They lead 6-2.
Well, Jack Null is in the box. Casey, you made the right assessment of that situation. Null has taken his helmet off and has put his gloves and stick aside. He's going to be taking a rest for the rest of this game.
That's Jack Null's team-leading 3rd game misconduct this season. Face off to the left of Schmidt. Indiana controls. Curtis Hubbard, left half dasher toward the hash mark, edged off the puck by Dayton. It's Bobby Bradley backhanding off the high glass and off the ceiling. That stops play with 5 minutes to go. Indiana milking out the rest of the clock. They lead 6-2.
Casey, this is an important situation for Indiana to get used to. They need to understand how to win in closing moments and keep their heads on straight.
Face off to Schmidt's right. Indiana has it straight away. Ricky Miles, slap pass deflected, jabbed away by Schmidt toward the right corner. Hubbard backhands the puck to Bone, Cutter right goal line. Back toward the net, looking middle of the ice. Half dasher right wing, twist the puck toward Scharf. He has it in the trapezoid. They reel the puck along the roulette wheel, left point to Fitzgerald. Slap pass to Hubbard. Down low to Scharf, the puck loose, and it's Indiana maintaining right point. Miles looks, fakes a shot, slap pass. He takes a huge hit off the boards. He's a little slow getting up, a little shaken up, and it rolls out to center. 4:20 left in period 3. Indiana leads 6-2. Barring a miracle, Indiana will leapfrog Bowling Green State for 3rd place in the TSCHL. Buford, high slot. His wrists are blocked, and here comes Indiana. Josh Sharp blazes past center, enters the attacking zone. Left circle at the dot, lost the puck off his backhand, and it's Dayton whipping it out to center. Takes a carom off of Fitzgerald's stick. Pirouettes out to center, rockets up toward the ceiling. It actually deflected one of the rusted bolts up on top of the roof to stop play.
Casey, you've talked about this roof before, installed in 1970, if I'm not mistaken.
A 32-foot roof. 6 times hitting the ceiling. I can't remember the last time there were 6 times the puck hit the ceiling this year. Face off at neutral. Dayton controls in the defending zone. Alex Studnicka behind the net. Backhands the puck off the high glass. 3:45 left in period 3. Indiana leads 6-2. Towards you, left circle, bottom of the circle. His wrists are deflected. Kissel rebound deflected. Puck still loose. It's in the crease, and Dayton clears out to center. It remains 6-2 Indiana. 3.5 to go. A couple chances for the Cream and Crimson out in front, but Schmidt keeps the puck out. Indiana with Champel, pass center, enters the attacking zone, right circle at the dot. He fakes, he shoots, his wrists are blocked. Champel chases his miss, right corner boards.
Champel twisted himself into a pretzel and got stuck up in the corner.
Champel maintains his zone for Indiana. Right point, James Todaro. He fakes, he winds, slap shot, wide blocker side. He rolls left half dasher to Goodfellow at the goal line. The lefty defenseman twists the puck toward Champel. One hand's into the trapezoid. Indiana unable to maintain the zone. Dayton with Bobby Bradley whips it out to the blue line. Indiana maintains the attacking third. Shabazz back behind the net, centering pass into the slot. Nobody home, and the Flyers finally clear it out to center with Jack Miller. Right circle, edged off by Patton. Huge hit down the far side. We're going to get a penalty. Alex Shabazz took another licking toward the goal line. 2:39 to go. Indiana leads 6-2. We'll see who the penalty's on. Both men heading toward the penalty box. We're going to have matching minors, it looks like. No, it's just going to be on Shabazz.
I'm shocked that is only on Alex Shabazz. He was the one who was pile-drived into the ice. Pile-drived, pile-driven, Casey. Not sure what the correct tense would be there. But either way, Shabazz, insult to injury in this situation.
So Dayton on a power play for 2 minutes. They're 0 of 5 today. Face-off controlled by the Flyers. They wheel it back into the defending zone. 2.5 to go in period 3. Indiana leads 6-2. Through the middle of the ice. Filled, right circle, snaps a shot. Wide blocker side of Stebbins. Puck rolls to the left point. Dayton maintains the zone. Half dasher left wing. Trevor Barola centering feed looking for Chidster. Deflected. Hit off the high boards by Chris Giano. It rifles down the length of the ice from left to right. Vladislav Kruger, the lone forechecker for Indiana. The last time the Cream and Crimson had a 4-goal game was Christian Sherman Colicchio 2 years ago. Kruger out to center, meanders back into the defending zone.
Smart play by Kruger to let the time keep ticking off the clock.
2 minutes to go in the third. Indiana leads 6-2. The Flyers from right to left. Barola at center. Cross ice feed. Chidster, right circle, puts on the brakes. Top of the dots. He waits, he holds. Wrister hits off of Stebbins' chest. The puck is loose. Indiana with Kruger lobs it from left to right out of the zone. 90 seconds left in period 3. And left in this series, Indiana commanding 6-2 lead. Dayton from right to left on the power play. Filled at the left circle, at the dot. Back check from behind by Kenyon. He whips it out to center, and that clears. 75 seconds to go. Dayton with Chidster. Gains the line. Right circle. Lobbed out by Jordan from left to right. 30 seconds on the Shabazz minor. 1 minute to go in period 3. Indiana leads it 6-2. Puck at center. Declan O'Leary goes into Chidster. Lost the puck. Ricky Miles can't clear the zone. O'Leary, right circle, dips and dangles past a man. Works at Clark. His shot bottom of the left goal line deflected. 45 seconds to go. Indiana from left to right. The linesman takes a tumble down to the near side, and we get a whistle for a stoppage and play offside the call. How about that? Jack O'Donnell, a longtime linesman. He played for the Bloomington Blades 10 years ago. Is that just an example of forgetting how to skate? He's got a smile on his face. I think that's the case.
No, Casey, that's not on him. There's an issue with the ice here at the Frank Southern Ice Arena. That part of the ice specifically is a little bit uneven. Imagine putting a thin layer of cardboard. It's just that much higher than another part of the ice, and it was unbalanced.
Sam, it's okay. You don't have to make excuses for Jack.
Hey, I've skated out there, Casey.
30 seconds to go. Face off at neutral. Indiana controls at center. James Georgiou. 6-2 lead for Indiana over Dayton. The Cream and Crimson, their first sweep of the new year and of the spring semester. Puck at center. Sharp, bodied off by Barola. High slot. Left dot. He fakes. He shoots. Glove by Stebbins to stop play. A cherry on top of a marvelous performance by a senior playing in some of his final games in Bloomington.
And Casey, in 12.9 seconds, this will mark the second win in a row for Stebbins, where he has only allowed 2 goals.
Stebbins was in nets back on December 6th when Indiana picked up an overtime win against Michigan. Face off to Stebbins left, 13 seconds to go. Barola, right circle, wrister, bounces wide. Sharp for Indiana controls. He rims the puck behind Stebbins, far side, 5 seconds to go. Miller staples the puck to the wall for the first time in 2020. Indiana sweeps a series, and just like that, in a span of 20 hours, Indiana goes from 6th to 3rd. Final score, 6-2, Indiana wins it.
These will be some interesting handshakes to watch, Casey, as these two teams do not like each other one bit. Alex Shabazz taking a hit in the face mask, some stick-on metal, if you will. He is shaken up after this series. Carter Bonecutter last night had his head driven into the boards by the knee of an opponent, and Will Patton was trying to protect his guys at all costs. He got into a few scuffles and even picked up a roughing minor as well.
Indiana with the win improves to 11-9-1-1. Dayton falls to 2-19, 0-11 in the TSCHL this season. 4 different goal scorers for Indiana, but tonight belonged to the man from Riga, Latvia, Vladislav Kruger, the furthest east player in Indiana hockey history. The first hat trick in over 750 days. He's in the middle of the center ice salute. And Indiana wins it by a final of 6-2. We'll be back to wrap things up with our Club Ice Hockey at Indiana University post-game show on the Indiana Hockey Radio Network. 6-2 the final. Indiana defeats Dayton.